Hello, welcome back to the tips of the Siai Marchetti that we developed JRollon planes and Simcoders. In this case, we are going to change the colors of the cockpit. Hello, welcome back. Today we are in one of the libraries we have inside of the Siai Marchetti, the 70th Stormo, the new library one. There are two of them, the old and the new. In this case, this is more matte texture, not so shiny. We are going to talk something about changing the colors of the inside of the cockpit. So we jump inside of the cockpit and we see here that maybe we like it or maybe we don't, but we like the exterior and we want to change the colors inside of the cockpit. Not only the colors but also the materials maybe. Okay, maybe we are not this type of guys that we like the white and shining bright cockpits and panels, white panels. For example, I'm more heavy metal and likes more the black ones and red ones. What we could do, we could paint it, but it would take a lot of time. There is another way that we don't have to select or choose any library and make it in GIMP or Photoshop. We can just copy one file to another and that's all. For that purpose, we are going to come here and we are going to go to the area that we have the plane. In this case, I have it here. This is my folder of XPlane, and then I go to aircraft, in this case Marchetti Rep 3, and I have here. Now we have to go to the libraries area. That is the place where I have that library we have loaded, the Stormo 70 new one. So we go here, and we'll reach this one. Here will be all the textures that are using differently from the default version of the plane. The first thing you have to do is first of all make a backup of everything you have. So we are going to create a backup folder here. Better if you create in the desktop, okay? And then we are going to copy with Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V all the information. In case we make something wrong, then we can recover it. Now we have everything here. Now we are going to look for the ones that we want. In this case, I want to have the black one, okay, and the red seats, okay. If you want to select the colors of the panel, the way XPlane works and the library works is if the plane doesn't find anything in the library area that save it or change it in the textures, then it's going to pick up the default one. The default ones are here in the objects one. So for example, if we want to modify the panel, the cockpit panel, that it's here, cockpit main, okay, that is the dark one, that is the one that we want to put, then we have to just copy it to this new area, but that is not necessary, because if we remove this one, that is the, as you can see, is the more white one, then gray one, then we have to only remove these two files. So we just remove it, okay, that way when we reload the aircraft, it will reload with the default panel, in this case the black one and the black sides, because it's different. But now we have this one. We don't want to have the default one because the default one is something like more cream one, okay. So what do we have to do? We have to see which one is the texture that is using it. Here we have the six colors, as you can see, are the gray ones, and we want to have the red ones. For this case, we have to go to the area that I created some red ones. In this case, for example, the black and white library, where we are going to find these red ones. We are going to choose them, okay, and select the ones that are assigned with the same name. In this case, the PNG normal, the color, and the normal maps. We press Ctrl+C to copy them, and we go to the Storm menu and just paste them and replace them. Okay. Then we have just to load it, and we will be in the red ones that we love because we are heavy metal. But maybe we would like to have also these as red stripes, okay, not black, just a match with this one, okay. So I made a combination to allow you to create it. You only have to search inside of the folders and look for it. It's already there. Red Belgium, as said, I created a set of different combinations. Then we have this one with the panels, side panels on red. We have just to select it, both of them, because they are part of the same cockpit. Go into the Store menu and paste them, okay. Then reload it again. So now we will be the more heavy metal of the world. You know, it's it's something that we can be and change whatever we like. But it's still the same plane we had in the previous loading, the same library, so that we will match better our preference in the way we see our plane. Of course, also, if we don't like the black one, because then usually the Siai Marchetti comes with yellow sun protection. Okay, this is the sun protection. You see it's more darker here. We can also do it. We only have to come here. For the canopy cover, we don't see any here texture, so it's going to pick the default one, that is dark one. But I created one in the lamp one, that is the glass one, the yellow. We have to pick up, in this case, the 3 of them, because there is a lead one also. So we pick up the 3 of them. Okay, and just paste it and just reload it, and we will see the changes applied to the also the ceiling of the windows. So we have more the preferences we like, and still we didn't touch any Photoshop or GIMP program to modify the colors. But maybe you want to go farther away and you want to be more expert in changing the color because you don't like that color. You can do it. It's more work you have to do and you have to be more careful, but it's more or less easy if you know how to manage a 2D program as GIMP or Photoshop. Even with the new Node, good advantage users, they can use it. We're going to use it in GIMP, and in the first tip I showed you how you have to install it and where you have to find it. So in this case I'm going to open the file of the Storm new, and we're going to change the color of the seats, only the color of the seats. You can change the color of anything you want. You have to be very careful. One of the good things about this PBR materials is that I don't have to fake any illumination inside of the color. Just make a plain color and all the texture comes from the shining of the normal maps. You don't have to change the shining of the normal maps. You have to be very careful with them, because if you do, then you may have problems with it. So we just go here and select the color that we want to change. For example, in this case is the red one. We want to change the red one and put another color we want, for example a blue or whatever. For that purpose we have to be in the layer we are, and then select by color. Okay, select by color and click in the color area we want. Okay, be careful because there are some stitches here that are gray and we have to be careful. As you may see, the color is not selecting around other areas. We have to deselect them. How we deselect them? We press with the control we make around the area we want to deselect and press enter. That way we have deselected. Now we want to add this area, because this area also is included. As you may see, it has some kind of dirtiness, so you have to be very careful, because there are some kind of reds that are different illuminations, so you have to be careful about that. We can just press with Control and the middle mouse button, moving the mouse, and we will see the area that we want to work with. So we are going to select everything. It's going to remove, in this case, the texture, the dirty of it. Okay, but if you want to be more precise, then you have to change it in the layer transparency of it to preserve the dirty of it. So we are going to add it, the pixels that are here. So with the Shift, when we press it, it appears a plus. Maintain it and just trying to be going to make it quick. I'm not going to make it to be precise or fast or whatever. So you have to be. This is a quick video. Okay, we have done that, and of course it's going to remove the stitches that we are here inside. So maybe we want, for example, make some kind of remove of those areas. It has to be very careful. Remove all those areas, because if so, you're going to see. Well, okay, we have selected this one. It's going to remove the areas of the stitches. If you want to preserve them, then you have to make substitution of the color of it. Okay, so then you can make another layer, okay, and put the color you want. For example, in this case we want a blue or something like that. Okay, and we just click the fill option, and there it is. It creates the new area with the different color. Now we just export it as PNG. In this case is in the store mode. We have made the backup, of course, and we are going to the sheets, just the sheets, not the normal, and export it. Replace it. Okay, export. Will take some time because it's big. They are big files. Then once we have done it, then we will see how the sheets are here with the new color we have. Okay, we have just to reload the plane, and you will see how the more or less the change of the color. As you see, it's not a plain color, it's shining as it should in leather. You see there are the noises of the brightness. Still the stitches are there, even the color is not there. Something that is maybe quite nice for you if you see, as I didn't take care of that, so it didn't do correctly. But as you can see, it's more or less very easy to do it and very fast to do it. And even the color is going to tint the reflections, the reflectivity of the screens, as you may see. Another thing you can do, for example, is change the way you want to see the reflectivity of some elements. Okay, in this case we have the store mode livery that, as I said before, is not bright, it's made. Imagine we want to be again more heavy metal, and we want to make something reflectivity, more reflectivity in this case. What we have to do is just the one that we want to have it. For example, the default. Going to the objects, and we go to the default fuselage and wing. Okay, fuselage PNG, in this case the fuselage normal and the wing normal. We copy them, and we put it inside of the store menu that we are changing, modifying the normal ones. That way, when we reload it, the plane will shine a little more. But if we want to be full metal, heavy metal, we have the option of, as you can see, it's brightening a little here. If you want to be full heavy metal, then you have the option to put a metal one. That is not this one, is inside of this one, the paint kits, because in the paint kits is where I created several options to choose between the different signage of the fuselage and the wings. In this case, you have to go here. Well, you will find that this the paint kit, and then in the objects you will find the metallic normals and no bright normals. The normal normals are here, the default ones. So if you want the normal normals as you saw before, you have to go to the objects and just copy the wings normals and the fuselage normals that has to be here. Okay, you should copy those ones if you want the normal bright. But you want the metallic bright, then you have to come to the paint kit, this one, and metallic normals. Okay, then you copy both of them and then paste in the store menu. Okay, here, Ctrl V. That way they are going to be modified. You see, are going to change to more blue, more metallic. Once you just load it, we'll see how the plane has a more metallic look. You see, especially when you are by night, you are more shining, because it has more preservation of the night. It has more preservation of the illumination. It reflects more the illumination that is around, especially when there are some kind of lights here in this airport, because it's a default one. It hasn't got any default lights, but you will see the different options to choose, and you can set it up the way you like it. Okay. Well, I hope you like it, this new tip of painting the cockpits and changing some materials. Hope let you understand more what is about inside of the XPlane stuff, and because I always think that just XPlane is not only for flying or having fun flying or piloting or whatever, just always also you can modify your files that you like, and that way you will learn things that other users will use in the future. And believe me, that is the way I started creating planes for XPlane, modifying my files, the files for myself, and then sharing with other people. People like it, so at the end you see. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome, please subscribe, and I hope you see you next tips that are going to be, of course, shorter than this. Thank you. Ciao. See you.